Chelsea, you're up. Let's go ahead and take a look. I was looking at your writing here. This is intense. This is just fantastic. This is so ironic too, because just right before you, I was critiquing Laura's work, and she had added quite a nicely crafted, written set of observations and reactions to the assignment. And I just got done explaining her how effective it is. And then I opened yours and it's like, wow, this is great. And the reason, Chelsea, is because as instructors, we learn so much about what you're learning by your writing. And that's fantastic. So I would just love, this is a good read. Thank you so much for including this. This is great. Thank you. All right. So, you're addressing all pertinent information here and really giving me a great foundation for which to base my critique. So that said, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the business card, shall we? Okay, this is just solid stuff, man. I love the stacked logo. I love that you're showing a vertical and a stacked logo. I'm sorry, a horizontal and a stacked logo. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Different lockups are great. Lockups are different variations of the logo. So this is fantastic. Points to extreme versatility on foresight. So good job there. Okay, so let me run this by you real quick. Okay, I'm not going to look at each piece individually, but I just want to run this by you. So, contact information on your business card: name, logo, address, telephone, email, job title, if applicable. Now, the address on the business card is optional. I keep mine on mine, but it's optional. That's personal preference. So anyways, I have name, logo, address, optional, telephone, email, job title, your web URL, and then a LinkedIn page if applicable, right? Now, the contact information that needs to be included in your letterhead: logo, name, address. Address definitely needs to be included on the letterhead. Telephone, email, web URL, and of course, all the contact information has to go on the leave behind. And the reason being is because the leave behind is quite prone to be separated from the rest of the hiring pack. So you want, if it does happen, you want to make sure that the contact information is readily available. Okay, let's start with the business card. Okay, it's gorgeous. It really is. It's gorgeous. One thing I think I'm seeing here, Chelsea, is I think you're relying on this a little too much. I think right now it's interfering with a really clean, beautiful, contemporary business card itself. My recommendation on the business card is, well, it's up to you. Okay, I'm not trying to direct you. I just want to give you my reaction. So, this kind of watermark effect is really super old school. We used to find that everybody was using watermarks on everything, from their personal branding to their, it was everywhere in the, I'd say up till about 2012, 2013. And so you really found it everywhere. So it's kind of an old school technique, especially as it kind of encroaches on the design itself. Now, right now, I don't think we need all of this watermark. One thing I think what might be interesting, if you take this and really reduce the size and just include it right up in the corner. All right, so think about that. Try it. Tell me what you think. I think that's going to open up the negative spaces. It's going to make a little bit more of an engaging card. I really think so. I really don't think you need this. But again, it's your personal preference. So look how clean that is without the watermarks. It's just gorgeous. Love the envelope. Good job designing the envelope. This is interesting too. Very, very good. And this is great. You're using your logo mark or your monogram as a standalone. That's smart. That's good stuff, man. You've been paying attention. That's for sure. Okay, let's go to the letterhead. Now, this is really where we're seeing it in the letter. In the letterhead. This is just overtaking the letterhead right here. Right now, it's taking away from the logo itself. I think right now, let me see something here. So right now, you're left aligned on your business card, and of course you're left aligned on your envelope. So why center align here? Let's follow lead placement. Let's left align here. I think this is really big. We can reduce the size there. Okay, place the logo right up there. This is great. Good job there. And then again, maybe even just take some of that. By the way, this looks like it's screened back. This looks like more transparency than the business card. So check that. And again, I don't, just not even sold on this. I'm not even sure if you really need it. So really rethink this right here. Your call, though. Definitely your call. Yeah, reduce the size of the logo, include all the other contact information that I had referenced earlier. Okay, let's go back to, now we have business card, envelope, letterhead. Great. Let's take a look at the leave behind. Okay, now here's my reaction to the leave behind. Okay, first of all, I think it's wonderful. This is something that if I got this as a leave behind, I would be like, all right, this is cool. And I would definitely keep it, which would really make me take a look at the designer and say, okay, this is clever, this is good, this is designed well, nice work. Now, speaking of designed well, here we have this again. So again, we're just really relying on that watermark technique. And I think at this point, right now, it's impeding the success of this composition right here. And the reason I say that is because in order to include the watermark, you have to put this box right here. This box right here is separating itself from the substrate, from the envelope itself, right? So it's not synergy. It just looks like it's plastered on there instead of incorporated in there. Does that make sense? So again, this kind of points to not, you could use your CA and then just go ahead and I'm okay with the center alignment here. I think there's just so few words that I'm perfectly fine with the center alignment here. Let me see something. Okay. Now, one thing you might consider is this. Is right now this is oriented. So I'll use my phone as an example. So here's the package, right? Here's the envelope. So right now the logo is oriented like this, but to open it, we pull the thing out, have to turn it to the side. The vertical orientation of the flash drive, right? So I'm wondering if we don't turn this into vertical so that when we open it, we see here's the envelope, we're looking at the logo, we open it, we pull it out, and we see the same view of the logo. Of the work, so there's no having to turn it to. You see what I'm saying? So think about that. I think that's something that would be a nice touch. Okay, so I just okay. So with the flap closed, got it. Okay. Okay, so I think this could be worded better too. Just so this prompts your memory. Okay, how about if we just say just to prompt your memory? And that's it, just to prompt, instead of just so this prompts your memory, just to prompt your memory. Okay, and then and that's it. Okay, then you have your contact information, full contact information on the envelope, Chelsea, full contact information, and I think that's important because again, if it gets separated, and then again, you've got that's cool. So that goes as a thank you into the envelope along with the flash drive. This is good stuff, Chelsea. This is good stuff. It's great. I love it. Again, a little bit too heavy on the watermark. Full contact information on the drive. Definitely want that because that's something that the recipient will definitely keep. So suppose 2 weeks down the line, the recipient has your flash drive and the contact information isn't in there, and the rest of the hiring packet gets misplaced. So at least now the recipient can go, all right, I remember. Oh shoot, the contact information's on the flash drive. Boom, there you have it, right? Okay. All right, so really good job so far. I'm just loving this. I really am. I think you're doing a fantastic job. So I'll tell you what, at this point, as I said, I'm not trying to direct your project, but I do want to offer all the recommendations I possibly can. So please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you need any clarifications whatsoever, let me know. I'll be glad to provide as such. Fantastic start. And again, really important. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much.